This conference will now be recorded.
Welcome to Dr. TSPR show. This is Dr. Tangella Shiva Prasad Reddy alias Dr. TSPR. Namaste, Adab, hello. As usual, there is power cut when we have taken up an important issue with an important guest, known and knowledgeable guest, Dr. Amitav Banerjee, known epidemiologist, community medicine specialist who has been doing some wonders in the care, the preventive or prevention care, whether it is pneumococcal present, corona, or the impending crisis which has been ignored in the form of TB, other seasonal disorders, or other chronic disorders which are rampant, killing people, whether it is TB, accidents, encephalitis, dengue, malaria, typhoid, or diarrhea. Once again, we are back with Dr. Amitav Banerjee, and as usual, the governments, they do not want this show to go on. Power cut. At the stroke of the time, they will remove the power. As usual, with alternate methods, we are trying to reach to the world, because today is an important day. Why? Because Covaxin, which has not been accepted by WHO to become worldwide preventive, all of a sudden, under the name of emergency use authorization, DCGI clears it for 2 years to 18 years. This has to be kept in mind of every citizen. Where is the data? We have been questioning data. Where is science? Where is logic? We have seen how there was a immuno escape in Pathanamthitta, and subsequently we have been watching how people have been getting affected. That's why we demanded data in writing letter to Honorable Chief Justice of India, Honorable Prime Minister of India, Honorable President of India, to ICMR, everyone. Show the data. Immuno escape, Covishield and Covaxin, still you want to continue, you are pursuing. When herd immunity has set in India, if not, how is that the governments have relaxed? And no better than Dr. Amitav Banerjee has been reeling out data and statistics worldwide, before vaccination, during vaccination, after vaccination, the age group and the rate of infection and the mortality rate and obesity also. In spite of that, state governments, Indian government, they have been heeding to the requests of all these Western countries influenced by World Health Organization, just to put our lives in the hands of pharmacy and insurance mafia. We are not against anything, but we are against something which doesn't toe the path of science, logic, and the health is, human health is an individual right, wherein the individual's health is being imposed, whether it is treatment or prevention, without the knowledge of the concerned citizen. That is the bad news. It is my health. I should be aware, I should be well informed to select the preventive measures, this vaccine, that vaccine, or Anandayas Ayurveda Corona medicine, naturopathy, Kadarwali's millet therapy, or simply because I have already attained natural immunity, why should I go for a vaccine or anything else? 99.9% nothing happens. Still, we are being imposed with something which is not gone for any test or trial, still under emergency use authorization without liability and compensation. Yes, sir. Welcome to this special show. I'll make you presenter. Start.
Good evening.
Yeah, you are the presenter, sir. Please
evening.
go ahead.
Good evening, Dr. Reddy. It's always a pleasure
Namaste,
to
sir.
have some simple discussions. I would just limit my here to simple discussion, and I will just share the screen. Okay.
Yes, sir. Please.
Can you share this? Can you see the screen, Dr. Reddy?
Yes, sir. Wonderfully well.
Can you hear me properly?
Yes, sir.
Because my head. So this is, let us now shift our focus to big killers. Public health principles demand that resources, community resources, public resources should be deployed depending on the disease burden. COVID came suddenly, there was panic and there was the fear of the unknown. But now we have been having our lens only in COVID. Other neglected diseases, the lens is missing. The other neglected major killers in our country, like tuberculosis. Tuberculosis kills 1400 daily. Dengue, typhoid, Japanese encephalitis, we do not have any data which we should have. But whatever data we have got shows that it has got 100 times more mortality from COVID in our country, particularly country of young people. Young people are dying of tuberculosis, young people are dying of dengue, young people are dying of typhoid. We have got a vaccine for typhoid. Young people die of typhoid even after treatment. We will see why we don't have every child vaccine with typhoid. Why we have a vaccine for COVID where not any data point is available in the public domain of how many children have died. We should first know the disease burden, mortality before launching a program. We are going without a compass for vaccination against the young age group in our country where people are dying of other diseases which we will see. The infection fatality rate of COVID as in a British medical journal is 0.8%. That is the global infection fatality rate. 100 people get infected with COVID, only 0.8, less than 1% die. But this is the global figure which is skewed because of the data from Western countries, whether the death rate is higher because of obese population and elderly population. In our country, as per our own data, indirectly estimated, in the month of June, 70% of our population were having antibodies after recovering from natural infection. That time vaccination coverage was less than 5%. So by natural infection, we had reached herd immunity in the month of June this year, where 90 crores was shown to have estimated. If we take 70% of our population of 136 crores, almost 90%, 90 crores were infected, and that time the death rate, the total deaths reported by COVID were 4 lakh. That gives the infection fatality rate of 0.04%. You see, the global is 0.8, but Indian fatality from COVID is 0.04%. This is the Indian data which can be derived from ICMR's own Sero survey. And we will see, even if we take 0.8%, we will see the mortality from other diseases much higher. So COVID-19 is no more unknown. We cannot keep the fear in the public mind. It is unknown, something serious may happen, and that it is no more unknown. We know the high risk group, a 10-year-old child and a 80-year-old person. The risk difference is 10,000 times. 80-year-old person dying is 10,000 more times than a 10-year-old child dying. So vaccine can be priority for elderly people. Western countries, most of the people are above 80 years who are dying. We have very few people above 80 years. So the mortality, overall mortality from COVID in our country is 1/10 that of the Western countries. So it is no more unknown. So up to 50 to 80 years, even in elderly, the death rate is 0.12% in Karnataka. This is our Indian data. 0.42, that is among 50 years plus also. Children, it is almost 0.001, less than almost zero. We don't have data for children, guys. We should have in public domain. And you see, and even in the migrant, it is 5.64% because migrants were malnourished, they had to walk 500 miles. They died perhaps of starvation, they perhaps died of exhaustion, and they were carrying the perhaps RT-PCR positive. So more than 5% mortality from COVID has been reported in migrants. This is as per the BMJ study, study published in BMJ. So by and large, even for elderly people, say 50 to 80 years, in Indian data, the mortality is much less than the Western countries. So very few, and we are just doing, if you can keep on doing, you will keep on finding RT-PCR positive, and that is labeled as case. This again has never happened any time in disease control and public health. Healthy, so-called healthy and asymptomatic people were never tested. We carry millions of bacteria pathogens in our throat, in our respiratory system, on our skin, everywhere. So if you can just keep on testing people, you will keep getting some or the other pathogen which were never labeled a case earlier in public health history without symptom. So this way what happens that the cases will never come to zero. Always you will find what we should concentrate is on the deaths. And death rates in healthy person is almost negligible, particularly children, almost we can say it is almost zero deaths. And this is the age-wise death rate from global studies pooled together, which is a paper published by John Ioannidis from Stanford University. These are the global data that 0 to 19 years, the survival is 99.9973. So you can imagine the death would be 0.0001%. And in the USA, they have found about 400 children who died. Most of them are having comorbidities like cancers, blood cancers, leukemias, obesity, endocrine disorders, diabetes, juvenile. So most of them, and CDC is also very opaque with the data. Many times they are asked to give the profile. They are not very free with the data. Similarly, 20 to 29 years, again 99.986 is the survival rate. So there was no rationale for closing school and colleges. There's hardly any, even up to 50 years, it is 99.73 is the survival, global survival. And 60 to 69 years also 99. There is no disease, no communicable disease in India which has got so high survival. We will see the data. Even with treatment, tuberculosis has 5 to 10% mortality. Even with treatment, typhoid has got 3% mortality. Even with treatment, dengue hemorrhagic fever may have 10% mortality. So when a disease without treatment has got so low mortality and so much resources, there are other diseases which have got with treatment. Any communicable disease in India with treatment has got far higher mortality than COVID without treatment. I mean, everywhere there is a media that there is no vaccine. Now, of course, vaccine has come, so there is no treatment. There is no treatment, it requires a vaccine. No treatment, no treatment, no treatment. Without treatment, nature, mostly people survive. If you take care of the comorbidities, the mortality will be still lower. We don't have public health services for treating diabetes, for treating hypertension. 50% of our diabetes, 50% of hypertensives are undetected. And this has increased, particularly in the second wave, this has increased the rate of death from COVID because COVID was just the triggering. The baseline disease is the underlying cause of death, which used to be earlier death certificates. The underlying cause of death was given a death certificate. Now, WHO, just with one twist of the definition, they changed the death certificate that anybody with positive RT-PCR, even if it dies of some other condition, they were labeled as COVID deaths. There have been recorded reports in USA, people have died of traffic accidents and found RT-PCR positive, they have been labeled as COVID death. They have died of gunshot wounds and they have been labeled. This was the anomaly. So this is somehow which is never done earlier in the history of public health.
Sir, one question to you. Sir, one question. One question.
Yeah.
You have very clearly the earlier slide, please. Because now Bharat Biotech, Covaxin, they said 2 years to 18 years. Now I want entire world to witness. These are US figures and Indian figures are quite low, much lower than what it is.
Quite low.
Quite low. Again, let me remind all Indian citizens, the data is on your screen. The survival rate because of COVID is much higher than what is being reflected on your screen. These are the figures of Western countries, US especially. So when US has such a high survival rate without treatment, again mind you, this survival rate without treatment, such a high survival rate, 99.9973%. Indian citizens, parents, wake up. Why do you need a vaccine? That too Covaxin, which WHO already denied it for worldwide usage. And these people again, they are coming up for 2 years and 18 years and saying that emergency use authorization because they lost something there. Is the government going to help it here? The government, Indian Council of Medical Research, ICMR, all the other related state governments are answerable now. That is why we said parents wake up, and very clearly stated by Dr. Amitav Banerjee, the survival rates of because of COVID without treatment are 99.99%. When you compare it with dengue, tuberculosis, malaria, accidents, the survival rate after the treatment is more than what you are finding on your screen. This is survival without treatment. But when it comes to dengue, malaria, encephalitis, tuberculosis, survival rate even after the treatment is very low. That's what he was trying to say. Very, very low. When such is the case, instead of diverting attention towards all such disorders, why state governments and central government is hell bent upon creating this corona nuisance? And also we have challenged last time also, whether in US or Europe, do they have mosquitoes and flies, malaria, dengue, typhoid? You find such type of diseases there. They are hobnobbing between flu and COVID. But here, youngsters are dying because of malaria, youngsters are dying because of dengue, typhoid, accidents. Why the hell we are trying to ape Westerners, wherein they do not have any such type of disorder? In spite of the survival rate, without treatment, very good survival rate, they are still hobnobbing with vaccine and flu. That's what we were questioning. How many people have died because of flu 2019, 20, 2020 and 21? And before that in US, you will understand. Yes sir, please.
One more common sense question, Dr. Reddy here. Like if the natural survival is 99.99, how will you know whether vaccine is effective? Because even if you give distilled water, it will come out to be 99. They will say, yes, we have prevented the third wave and all that. So how do you, they say vaccine is 90% effective, but natural infection is 99%. I mean, I don't, till now I have not understood this
wonderful point.
Paradox.
Dr. Amitav Banerjee's paradox is, if the survival rates without treatment, if they are 99.9973%, then how can you say that vaccine has worked? Wake up Indians, wake up world. This is what is, even if you put distilled water, what will you know? How will you know? Because the survival rate because of COVID without treatment is so high. Kindly understand, this is the paradox of Dr. Amitav Banerjee. He is a seasoned epidemiologist. He is putting a question to entire world. State governments, central government, right from Honorable Prime Minister of India, ICMR, because they take everything, including World Health Organization, US, CDC or FDA. Where is the common sense? The logical question is, if the survival rate of COVID without treatment as per your own statistics is this 99.97% to 94.5% without vaccination, how can you say that with vaccination it has done a world of good? This is $1 million question. Yes, Dr. Amitav Banerjee.
So we have got other diseases which are staring us in the face. We have got dengue which kills every year. We have got Aedes mosquito which are daytime biter which bites school children in the daytime classes. We don't close school for that. We have closed school for COVID when the COVID does not kill any child. If the child data should be put in public domain, how many children have died only of COVID, due to COVID, not with COVID. So they are not testing for dengue. They have in last month, couple of months back, there are almost 100 deaths, 50, 60 deaths in children, young children died, and the number of tests done, they didn't know. Mysterious fever, I'll come to that. Mysterious fever killing children. 5,000 to 10,000 people are having fever in Firozabad. Hospitals are crowded. People are carrying children. Their children are dying because they could not get treatment for dengue hemorrhagic fever. They could not get treatment for strep typhus. They did not know the diagnosis also. Why? Because after hundreds of deaths and 70-80% children dying, the test samples collected was just 184. 184 samples over a period of 1 month to diagnose the cause of fever. Whereas every day we are doing 10 to 15 lakhs, more than lakhs of tests for RT-PCR for a disease which is not killing children. So if you are so concerned about children dying, Daily in India, 2,000 children die daily from these preventable causes. As Dr. Reddy said, of typhoid, diarrhea, other respiratory infections, 2,000 children die every day in India. Many people, even doctors, do not know these statistics. You can go to any site and see. And as per the UNICEF, because of this economic setback, the figure is expected to rise to 4,000 deaths of children per day from malnutrition and other infectious diseases, neglected tropical diseases. So if the people, we are so concerned about children, so we should control these other diseases.
Alarm.
168% rise in Ahmedabad, chikungunya, 684. We don't go on testing for dengue for every person when we have got such a, because why we are not doing, Westerners are not doing. Why Westerners are not doing? Because dengue is not a problem in the country. And why Indian doctors are not doing? Because they read textbooks written by foreigners. So they just blindly ape whatever the Western countries are doing without seeing the disease burden in our own country. Typhoid cases. Typhoid cases. We have got an effective vaccine against typhoid. We don't give it to children. Why not? I ask my students, how many have taken vaccine? Hardly anybody raises hand. Everybody has taken COVID vaccine. I take typhoid vaccine every 3 years for my whole family. I am not an anti-vaxxer. If I question the, yeah, I have to go by common sense, because the death rate of typhoid even after treatment is 3%. Imagine death, young children, because there is drug resistance in typhoid. Most of the antibiotics are not working. So even with treatment, the death from typhoid is 3% in the textbooks. Actually, in India, it may be much more because we do not have the good health services. We don't have data. We should have data on typhoid because typhoid is still endemic in the countries. We are not collecting. We are having RT-PCR, throat swab. If you do the swab from the lower side, stool swab, you will find more cases of typhoid than COVID. And food handlers and others, they keep transmitting typhoid. And people die of typhoid, there are no data. If you go to the Ministry of Health site, there should be, for 15 years, we have got an integrated disease surveillance system which should have the data of all communicable diseases. You will go to the site, you will not find any data. Even dengue data I was trying to see, I will show you a screenshot. The data uploaded is July 2021 and deaths are occurring in September, October. The data is backward. The data has not been updated. This is the callousness. Once we don't know how many people are dying of dengue, how many people are dying of typhoid, how we will we control it? Estimates, I have gone through papers, estimates are more than 1 lakh people die in India every year from typhoid, which is not a vaccine. I mean, if you talk of vaccine, talk of a vaccine which is killing all people, which is killing all children. So that is the logic, because Western countries are not interested, they don't have typhoid. They have got hygiene, sanitation, good water supply. We don't have water supply. As I have been saying earlier, we have been earmarked 35,000 crores for COVID vaccine, whereas only 20,000 crores for water supply and sanitation, which is killing 2,000 children every day from typhoid and other waterborne diseases. What we know, TB is India has got 25% case load of the world tuberculosis, and case fatality rate even with treatment is 5%, more than 5%, and more dangerous is the multi-drug resistance tuberculosis. Even with treatment, the death rate can be anything between 10 to 20%. Tuberculosis. And most of us may be carrying the tuberculosis if you do in our body. We are not labeled as cases like we are doing for COVID. And tuberculosis is such a serious disease in our country. 1,400 deaths every day from tuberculosis, government figures, 1,400 deaths. And today we are having just 200 deaths from COVID. At the peak also 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. And most of these deaths, even according to WHO, only 6% of COVID deaths are attributed directly to COVID. Most of them are due to comorbidities plus COVID. So we have to see that. So tuberculosis is a major killer, and we require resources for our own diseases which are major public health problem. Dengue, as I said, 70% of global burden from Asian countries are in India, dengue. And mortality can be as high as 20%. And children are the victims because they are usually only wearing half pants, they go to school, young children, they can get dengue hemorrhagic fever where the mortality rate can be 10 to 20%. And you can't tell mosquitoes to do social distancing. Tiger mosquitoes will bite you in the daytime. So these measures, what we are doing for COVID, whether they are working or not, we don't know. But certainly we have to, we don't have a vaccine for dengue because they tried many times because it has got number of strains, so it is difficult. But if they have to do research, if they can afford 36,000 crores or 35,000 crores for COVID vaccine, they might as well give that for vaccine against dengue, which is a priority. Why? Because Western countries do not support it because they don't have dengue. Why they want to waste money for diseases? These are called neglected tropical diseases. And this is actually a sort of medical imperialism. A sort of medical imperialism that we are forced to focus on diseases which are problems of the West, which are, I am not saying it is not a problem in a country. COVID is a problem in a country also. It has killed people. But death is a death. What does the diagnosis matter? More people are dying from other labels. Dengue, typhoid, malaria, even scrub typhus. Typhoid, as I said, case fatality of 10 to 30%. And even those who receive treatment, it can go up to 1 to 4%. We have seen the COVID deaths 0.04% in India, even without treatment. Typhoid, even with treatment, 1 to 4%. And without treatment, 10 to 30%. And you can imagine how many people can diagnose, how many private practitioners can get, what facilities we have got for rapid diagnosis of typhoid. We should have been doing research. ICMR should have been research on typhoid rapid test. It is a problem in our country. Many lives could be saved. And since we do not have good monitoring, we are monitoring every 24 hours, we get the update of COVID cases, there's cases. But why not for typhoid? Why the same template, why not we use it for typhoid? Then only we know. Japanese encephalitis mortality can be 10 to 60%. It affects the young 0 to 15, up to 15 years children are the main victims. UP every year we have got, even now Varanasi, UP, majority of the cases were Japanese encephalitis. There is a vaccine for Japanese encephalitis. Why we are not able to roll it out to all children in the endemic belts? And it has got permanent neurological and psychiatric sequelae because it affects the brain and nervous system. And there is no treatment. Vaccine is there, but there is no so much promotion of that. And there is no diagnosis. I mean, now also UP, majority of cases in child death, some 184 samples, they found some Japanese encephalitis, some scrub typhus, leptospirosis, that type of thing, because nobody is paying any attention to that, which is killing our children, which is killing our young adults. Road traffic accidents. 93% of the road traffic accidents in our country, 400 to 500 people die every day from road traffic, young people. And 10 times more get disabled for life. Here the COVID is hardly killing any young person. And we are talking of long COVID. We don't know, it may have long COVID, brain fog and all. But what about road traffic accidents? They are having, it's a common sense. The person gets paralyzed, person loses a limb. Non-fatal, this is the people who survive road, 500 people die every day, and about so many more, 10 times more. And 3% of our GDP is lost in the care of road traffic accidents. Victims of road traffic. 3% GDP, or health budget is not 3%. So this is visible and this is the invisible. We have got everything, the lens is under COVID. We know so many cases, 90 crores undetected cases, only 3 crores detected. Contact tracing, RT-PCR, reported cases was just 3 to 4 crores that time when the Sero survey estimated more than 90 crores have got the infections. We could detect only 3 crores. Why we are wasting resources on detecting cases when it can detect only 3 to 4% of the cases? Why we are wasting time? And we have no treatment for that. And most of them are self-limiting. We should definitely pay attention to COVID in a regional and scientific way with common sense, that like we did in the H1N1 2009, only the moderate to severe cases were tested and all hospital services were available to take care of them and save them from severe complication. What happened second wave mein? We have raised the panic level so high. People with asymptomatic cases, people with mild disease, they rush to the hospital, and it was something like a medical stampede. People get panic, people get trampled in a crowd. Everybody crowded the hospitals. I know middle class people, they book 2 hospital beds in case they put somebody, say maid servant or something, they occupy the bed. Suppose I get COVID. So majority of people were mild cases, 80-90% beds were occupied by cases which could have been treated at home. And the serious cases could not get beds. That was the unfortunate thing. And many of the hospitals, even the mild cases, they put oxygen when it was not required, not indicated. I know my own family members at home, 95% we tested the SpO2. Hospital when they got admitted, they noted on the case sheet 80% oxygen and they put on oxygen. Either they are making the bill, inflating the bill, and that is waste of oxygen. That such type of practices might have caused oxygen shortage for genuine patients. So if this type of stampede,
fungal infections panic, also, mucormycosis,
the death rate increases even if the disease is mild.
Mucormycosis, fungal.
Mucormycosis. I have been talking with a lot of microbiologists, but they are very hesitant to even talk of mucormycosis because they say mask can prevent. You see, there is a recent study, Bangladesh study, which found among 3 lakh people, they did a study how much mask can prevent community transmission. They have 3 groups, 3 communities, 1 lakh, about 1 lakh population in each community. One group was given the no mask. One group was giving the cloth mask. And the third group was given the surgical mask. After an observation period of 3 months or 6 months, they found no difference in transmission between the cloth mask and no mask. That means the cloth mask does not make any difference in transmission. And we are advising everyone to, a normal person can only afford cloth mask. And if everybody uses surgical mask, the surgeons will not have mask. And the third group was the surgical mask group. Under study conditions, surgical mask group, there was just modest 11% decrease in transmission. And 11, you see, surgical mask also has to be used very properly. If you touch outside, you have to discard it. If after 6 hours, you should change it. These are the ways to use a mask. Can you imagine a normal person changing mask every 6 hours? And cloth mask, they wear the same mask just because it is a compulsory for days, 3 days, 4 days. In all hot countries, tropical countries, within 2 hours the mask get wet with saliva. The mask get wet with sweat and saliva. Can't this, by common sense, this is my common sense. I ask my microbiology friends, they are afraid to talk about it because mask is taken as a holy thing that it will prevent like vaccine. What happens? This is with the nose and sinus. Moisture, we know it causes fungal growth. Don't you think, isn't it possible that it could have led to the second wave mucormycosis? Is it possible? Particularly dirty mask. Middle class people may change the mask, they may wear surgical mask, they may do N95 and whatever. But when you see the masses, you have to, this is social epidemiology, which is all poor people. Can they afford to wash the mask with soap and water every 6 hours? I mean, these are practical questions I am asking, common sense question. And isn't it, if it is badly used, doesn't mask cause more harm than good if it is contaminated with saliva, sweat and fungus? And that causes sinus infections? Can it cause? It can. I mean, as per common sense, it can cause. I can take out fungus from mask and say this is the cause of mucormycosis, like they are taking RT-PCR. मैं कह सकता हूँ यार. I mean, just identifying, I can also identify fungus from the mask. I mean, this is not science. At least use common sense. This is the data from the site. Yesterday we have taken. You see, after July 2021, there is no data. This is the National Vector-Borne Disease Control Program, state-wise. July के बाद डेटा नहीं है. सितंबर अक्टूबर में मर रहे लोग डेंगू से. ये डेंगू एंड डेंगू हेमरेजिक सिचुएशन इन इंडिया कितना पुराना, मतलब अभी आप 24 आवर्स डेटा दे रहे कोविड में, जिसमें कि हमारे यहाँ कोई लोग नहीं मर रहे हैं, कोई बच्चा नहीं मर रहा है. और डेंगू का डेटा जिसमें बच्चे मर रहे हैं, यंग पीपल मर रहे हैं, जुलाई 2021 के बाद कुछ है ही नहीं. आई मीन, simple things we should ask, क्या हो रहा है? What is happening? I mean, are we serving the Western countries or are we serving India? जय हिंद कहते हैं, but we are जय अमेरिका कर रहा है, जय यूरोप कर रहा है. Because all this they take and they test it on us vaccine and then they use it on the people. It subsidizes the rate, it gives the profit and it becomes cheaper in the countries vaccines and other things. मार्केट तो हमारे कंट्री में है, 130 करोड़ पॉपुलेशन में वैक्सीन देंगे तो कितना मार्केट है? चाइना तो घुसने नहीं देता आपको, बचा इंडिया. अब बाकी यूके से 6 करोड़ है, हमारा एक स्टेट उससे डबल है. So you see the and children, हमारे यहाँ चिल्ड्रन सबसे ज्यादा है. We are young country and they want to use a vaccine on children and they themselves are not using it on children. UK has stopped children vaccination trials also and some countries have myocarditis वगैरह हुआ तो रोक दिया है कई countries ने. You see the global what's happening in the globe, then we'll understand that whether we need to rush for it. Media reports say thousands of people that's what I was saying. 71 deaths हो गए, ये एक महीने पहले का है, उसके बाद कोई रिपोर्ट ही नहीं है. I was trying to see कि अभी सिचुएशन क्या है. केस क्लोज, फाइल क्लोज, इतने डेथ्स हो गए, खाली सैंपल कितना 185 सैंपल्स एक महीने में कलेक्ट किया है. क्या तमाशा है ये? एंड यहाँ पे 10 लाख 20 लाख टेस्ट कर रहे हैं, फिर भी किए जाए टेस्ट कराओ कंटैक्ट ट्रेसिंग कराओ. और उधर जहाँ बच्चे मर रहे हैं उसका खाली अपने एक महीने में 184 सैंपल्स लिया, 185 सैंपल्स लिया. Isn't it a cost? And the district health authorities of that UP is saying, that place Firozabad saying कि ये कोविड जैसा ध्यान है. अरे भाई कोविड जैसा क्या भागना है? कोविड में क्या they are preparing for the third wave, pediatric wave, all the wards are for कोविड. वहाँ पे फ्लूइड्स नहीं थे डेंगू ट्रीट करने के लिए. They are expecting कोविड और सामने आपका डेंगू आ गया. They are caught on the wrong foot and they are saying कि it is a COVID-like situation. What the hell you mean by COVID-like situation? It's a worse than 10 times worse than COVID, and you are neglecting it. There is no data, no testing. Scrub typhus, इसका भी कोई नहीं है. बीच में outbreaks होता है. It is due to mite. It can be, if you missed, it can lead to 30% mortality. ये rickettsia होता है. It is treatable with antibiotic, but इसका testing होना चाहिए. After the rains, it increases. The scrub typhus increases, and इसके लिए diagnostic पैसे. Similarly, leptospirosis, Bombay, Pune, particularly Bombay, every rains के बाद leptospirosis. It goes undetected. Young people die. They walk in the water, and the leptospira bacteria. It is treatable, but it has to have diagnosis. But we are not diagnosing conditions which are occurring here. We are diagnosing conditions which are not killing. That is only one disease, COVID. So where are our public health priorities? इसमें याद आता मेरे को 18th century में मेरी एंटोनेट, क्वीन ऑफ फ्रांस, वो बोला कि लोगों को ब्रेड नहीं मिल रहा है, पीपल आर रोटी नहीं मिल रहा है, दे आर नॉट हैविंग ब्रेड. शी रिप्लाइड, लेट देम ईट केक. तो सिमिलरली हमारे यहाँ बच्चे मर रहे हैं, 2000 बच्चे मर रहे हैं टाइफाइड से, डायरिया से, डेंगू से, और कोई सिग्निफिकेंट डेथ हमको कोविड से नहीं हो रहा है, पर हम उनको कोविड का वैक्सीन देंगे. मतलब यहाँ ब्रेड नहीं मिल रहा है, वैसे ही हुआ ना, आप केक लो मतलब कोविड वैक्सीन लो, जिससे डेथ नहीं हो रहा है. डेथ हो रहा है हमारे डेंगू से, टाइफाइड से, मलेरिया से, काफ़ी डिजीज, टीबी से हो रहा, वो तो हमने नाम ही नहीं लिया. इफ आई स्टार्ट टेकिंग तो पूरा दिन लग जाता है कितने डिजीज हमारे. तो उसकी बात नहीं करके हम जिससे डेथ नहीं हो रहा है हम बोले लो केक खाओ. पॉलिसी मेकर सीम्स दैट COVID-19 forget about the 2000 daily deaths from other diseases. अरे पब्लिक, हमने सोचा था टैबुलेट करेंगे, टैबुलेशन के लिए हमको फिगर ही नहीं मिला. कोविड का डेथ टैबुलेट करेंगे, केसेस टैबुलेट करेंगे, डेंगू तो बाकी डेंगू सेंगू का पता है मैंने आपको, 21 जुलाई के बाद कोई डेटा ही नहीं है, तो टैबुलेट करने के लिए भी डेटा नहीं है, अंधाधुंध चल रहा है. तो ये BMJ का बहुत तगड़ा एडिटोरियल है. These are not my words. This is when good science is suppressed, people die. And editorial in BMJ, title editorial का आप Google सर्च कर सकते हैं. COVID-19 politicization, corruption and suppression of science. Suppression of science का common sense भी suppress किया है. The stakes are high for politicians, scientific advisors and government appointees. Their careers and bank balance may hinge on the decision they make, but they have a higher responsibility and duty to the public. Higher responsibility and duty to the public. Science is a public good. When good science is suppressed, people die. और वो हो रहा है. हमारे यहाँ बच्चे मर रहे हैं, 2000 बच्चे मर रहे हैं. अभी लेटेस्ट नेशनल फैमिली हेल्थ सर्विस सर्वे बता रहा है कि Indians are becoming shorter. The whole world is becoming neglect of our endemic diseases. So this is a very peculiar situation. India, such a superpower, we should be able to be leaders in our own health problems. We are still becoming followers to our disadvantage. So I think this is all I have got to say. Any points we will discuss.
Yes, sir. 5 minutes, I think I will need to. Now, after we started our live show, the power is back. The irony of,
I can't hear. Muted Aksava.
yeah, after the discussion, the power is back. This is how
Wonderful.
we are saying politicization and all those bread earners, the what should I say, the regular appointees, they have been making these decisions. Now I think the world will sit up and watch this show again for once. Though you hack, watch list, subscribers, viewers, we don't care. Because we are coming out with true statistics and we are trying to question so that we get answers. Knowledgeable questions. So how do you see the prospect of now new Tamasha by emergency use authorization for Bharat Biotech Covaxin for 2 years to 18 years, all of a sudden, out of blue?
Public should give the data should be in the public domain first. Yeah, what has been the mortality of children up till now? 18 months हो गए हैं. It is not a new virus anymore. अभी deaths कितने हुए हैं so that it is justified? Where are the deaths? People, in fact, children have developed antibodies. घर बैठ के antibodies develop कर लिए. Where are the deaths in children? And where? How do we know the long-term side effect? देखिए, अगर 80 years या 60 years मेरे को लगा दो आप वैक्सीन, कोई साइड इफेक्ट होगा तो 5-10 साल बाद होगा तो कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा, मेरा लाइफ खत्म हो जाएगा. बट अगर 2 साल 5 साल के बच्चे को लगाते हो, खुदा ना खासकर कोई साइड इफेक्ट होता है तो हु इज रिस्पांसिबल? बिकॉज ही और शी हैज अ होल लाइफ टू लिव. इजंट इट अननोन वैक्सीन को इतना तेज जाना नहीं चाहिए ना. आई मीन ये कॉमन सेंस वाली बात है. और जहाँ पे 99.99 सर्वाइवल है, मतलब रिस्क बेनिफिट का. अभी हमारे जो एरिया में हमने देखा मीजल्स वैक्सीन विच किल्स चिल्ड्रन हैज बीन अफेक्टेड बिकॉज स्टाफ तो आपके पास है नहीं, रिसोर्सेज उतने ही है. यू हैव गॉट लिमिटेड रिसोर्सेज एंड यू आर डाइवर्टिंग इट टू कोविड वैक्सीनेशन. सो other childhood vaccinations are getting neglected, which are killing children. And measles vaccination is getting neglected, other vaccination is getting neglected, diphtheria vaccination is getting neglected. So we will have a surge of these diseases. अब 100% measles अभी तक नहीं किया. इतने 20 साल से measles वैक्सीन है, इतने सालों से पोलियो वैक्सीन है. अभी आप within a year and that too untested vaccine, why you are going 100%? Why you are not giving it to high risk group? Because you will save the resources. That 35,000 crores can be diverted to other important diseases which is staring us in the face. इसमें साइंस भी नहीं है, कॉमन सेंस भी नहीं है. अभी मैं क्या बताऊंगा इसके आगे?
There is no science and there is no common sense in the government's again emergency use authorization of Bharat Biotech's Covaxin for 2 years to 18 years when it does no good to the already those who have been vaccinated. We have been questioning where is the data. Your own Pathanamthitta, it's a government survey. We are not doing. ICMR is doing survey. Where is that survey? In spite of that survey, how is that ICMR allowing such type of dangerous tactics being adopted? Who is the decision maker here? Is it Niti Aayog, Prime Minister of India, PMO? Where is the Health Minister? What is ICMR doing?
300 बता रहे हैं, आप बता रहे हैं 300 डेथ्स. तो डेथ का ब्रेकडाउन देना चाहिए, कितना ईयर में डेथ हुआ, कितना. खाली नंबर से क्या होता है? नंबर तो किसी को भी दिखा दो आप. ये और 25,000 डेथ होता है डेली इंडिया में. अब 2-3 हज़ार या 5 हज़ार में हम निकाल सकते हैं आर्टिफिशियल, कुछ भी निकाल सकते हैं हम. इतने बैक्टीरिया लेके हम घूम रहे हैं. हम कल टाइफाइड टेस्ट करेंगे, बोलेंगे हमारे 5,000 लोग टाइफाइड से रोज मर रहे हैं. बिकॉज टाइफाइड भी निकलेगा क्योंकि एंडेमिक है हमारे कंट्री में. इतना बड़ा पॉपुलेशन है, 136 करोड़. नो कंट्री इज सो बिग एक्सेप्ट चाइना. चाइना कोई डेटा देता ही नहीं है. तो आप कुछ भी निकाल सकते हो, हमारे हवा से कुछ निकाल लोगे हमारे कंट्री में. एंड यू कैन क्रिएट पैनिक. द मीडिया कैन क्रिएट पैनिक बाय इन्फ्लेटिंग द नंबर्स.
Media can create panic by inflating the numbers because it's a serious question to all Indian and state governments, ICMR to DCGI, and all other noble bodies, including the World Health Organization, who tries to dictate how many deaths really because of COVID. Which area? Reel out their names. Now even Supreme Court says they should be paid 50,000 rupees. Who are they? What is the concomitant or pre-morbidity? Is it because of COVID? Where is the autopsy report? Just you reel out figures, 300 dead, 400 dead. Who are they? Which area? That is $1 million question. Just reeling out these statistics is not going to help. You need data. If this is wrong questioning, what should we do? Is it wrong questioning? I am asking all the honorable Indian citizens and the world citizens also. If they say so many are hospitalized, which hospital, where? Infected, so many, where? Death, we don't wish as a doctor and as a normal citizen. I wish everyone should stay healthy. But when you are showing so many deaths in a day because of COVID, which area? Reel out their names. And why did they die? Is it because of treatment failure or because of neglect? What is that? Bring it out. And at the same time, we are questioning the Indian and state governments. How many deaths out of 27,000 per day because of dengue, because of malaria, because of typhoid, because of flu, encephalitis, Japan encephalitis. Ahmedabad statistics are there, Honorable Prime Minister of India. What about those figures? Dengue, is it not true? Uttar Pradesh, mysterious fevers, is it not true? Then what is this happening? Tamasha. Uttar Pradesh, the entire Covishield or entire corona load has come down. Why? Why such type of things are not being brought out by ICMR, Indian government and state government? It's a mystery. And another one, your correct analysis. COVID 99.9% survival without any treatment, but all the other disorders which you have seen on the lens, they have less survival rate in spite of treatment. Why do you think and where do you think the Indian administration is going wrong? Dr. Ji.
Yeah, बताइए डॉक्टर साहब.
You gave me some figures. 99.9% survival without treatment for COVID. On the other hand, whether it is encephalitis, dengue, malaria, typhoid, in spite of treatment, very low survival rate. I mean to say, lower than COVID. That means many are dying in spite of treatment. Malaria, dengue. Where do you think Indians are going wrong? Indian administration or Indian politicians have taken up everything? Or Indian politicians and media are trying to hype?
We are testing for a disease which does not kill, like COVID. इतना RT-PCR test कर रहा है, इतना testing कर रहा है, और if we save the money from that, we are not testing for. I mean, जो treat हो रहे हैं, dengue जो भी treat हो रहे हैं या typhoid treat हो रहे हैं, after diagnosis treat हो रहे हैं, but many are dying without diagnosis. In the remote areas, without diagnosis, they are dying. Easily treatable disease से भी die हो रहे हैं. तो subsequently उनमें से भी किसी को RT-PCR हो जाएगा instead of label as dengue or typhoid. We have got so many other communicable disease. थोड़ा सा एक आर्टिकल मिल जाएगा RT-PCR में, एक टुकड़ा उसका लेबलिंग हो जाएगा कोविड डेथ. तो इसमें स्टैटिस्टिक्स, बिकॉज वी आर नॉट साइमल्टेनियसली टेस्टिंग. अभी फीवर हमारे यहाँ कॉजेज ऑफ फीवर में भी डेंगू, कॉजेज ऑफ फीवर में भी मलेरिया, कॉजेज ऑफ फीवर में भी टाइफाइड, बट वो फीवर में पकड़ेंगे, बोलेंगे RT-PCR कराओ. वो ये नहीं बोलेंगे कि टाइफाइड कराओ या डेंगू कराओ, ये कराओ, बिकॉज द वर्ल्ड इज डूइंग RT-PCR. वो बाई चांस ही और सी में कम RT-PCR, इवन इफ ही हैज गॉट अदर कोमोबिडिटी, दैट पर्सन विल बी लेवल एज कोविड. सो एक ही थाली में सब अपने आप वो कोविड का ही केस इन्फ्लेक्ट होगा. So that is my concern. Abhi what will happen now is children, 40% of under 5 are malnourished, and even infant mortality rate is 3%. A healthy child born in India has got a 3% mortality within 1 year, which is so many times more than the COVID death. इतना neglect है हमारे यहाँ of the preventable diseases. आप देख लीजिएगा, infant mortality rate is 30 per 1000. That comes to 3%. तो 3% तो बच्चे वैसे ही मर जाते हैं बिगर कोई डिजीज के, बिकॉज ऑफ मैल न्यूट्रिशन एंड कोई भी डिजीज हो जाता है. Similarly, under 5 mortality is very high and malnutrition high. And after this economic setback due to job loss and other things, more children will die, and coincidentally they may be found to be COVID positive, and they will be labeled as COVID death. And when their death occurs, then they may come out with the statistics children are dying, which would be again unfair. I mean, it's not a level playing field, as I said. If you are having 10 other diseases which are killing more, and you are only diagnosing one disease. So ये तो common sense है, इसमें science भी नहीं है, common sense.
It's a big revelation which you have made. Because of COVID, malnutrition is the biggest killer, as with other diseases causes also. Why is Indian government silent? Just you test RT-PCR. Why are you not testing for dengue? Why Indian and state governments, including World Health Organization, it's a culprit, big culprit. You are trying to impose a disease which has highest survival rate without treatment. And Western countries, they don't have malaria or mosquito vector-borne diseases and even waterborne diseases there. Why the hell WHO is trying to again threaten, confuse people, Indians, saying a third wave. And why is that ICMR, including all scientific people and who are making decisions, they are responsible. Why are you not testing for other diseases? As he clearly pointed out, fever may be because of malaria, typhoid, simple diarrhea, encephalitis, and you are testing only RT-PCR, and if it is found positive, if they are dying without getting treatment for other diseases which are more dangerous than COVID, you are labeling it as under COVID. And in whose interest this government is doing? What should they be doing, Dr. Sir? Very straight and very clear. What should they do?
We should get out of this medical imperialism. I could say the new imperialism is medical. Whatever diseases are important, like even the mortality rate is 0.8, they have said, or mortality rate from COVID is 0.04. If you calculate the people who got infected and reported deaths. All scientists should take data from all population. We have got a 136 crore population. We can teach the world. We are following countries which are just 1/10 of a population or 100th of a population. 6 crore population UK का है. UK का जो होता है हम फॉलो करते हैं 136 करोड़. USA का पॉपुलेशन 30 करोड़ है, उसको हम फॉलो कर रहे हैं. हमारे पास इतना डेटा, और उनके क्या पॉपुलेशन है, एल्डरली पॉपुलेशन 70-80 इयर्स के पॉपुलेशन है. दे आर इन नर्सिंग होम, दे आर डाइंग ऑफ, दे हैव टू, unfortunate, death is unfortunate, but human life is limited. What we can do, any viral infection can kill those people. और उसका जो फेटेलिटी को हम को प्रोजेक्ट करके हम मॉडल्स बना रहे हैं कि इतने डेथ्स हो रहे हैं, whereas our population is very young population, above 80 years कितना पॉपुलेशन है हमारा. So we all resources get diverted, और research get diverted, और हमको प्रॉब्लम ये है कि ग्रांट भी उन लोग देते हैं, उसी डिजीज के लिए ग्रांट मिलता है जो कि कॉमन उनके कंट्रीज में है. We don't get grant for our own. In fact, इतना जो पैसा हम खर्चा कर रहे थे for this, that money saved could be used for research in all neglected tropical diseases. All scientists should be encouraged. We are always dependent on the Western grants. So it's a big multiple factors are there. इससे निकलना मुश्किल है. जो scientists है, I don't blame the scientists also who are dependent on the government, because their career depends on grants. Nowadays everybody has to do research, and grants कहाँ से मिलेगा? गवर्नमेंट ग्रांट तो प्राइवेट कंपनीज ग्रांट देता है, and the research gets distorted to diseases or skewed towards diseases which are prevalent in those countries. They are exploiting us, I would say, exploiting us. We should wake up to that. Actually, अगला 15 अगस्त में we should wake up and say कि we will do research on all tropical diseases rather than this vaccine for diseases which are not affecting us. We have the data. हमने पहले भी बोला था, last time भी बोला था कि we should have a tabulated data. For that, we should insist. Integrated disease surveillance program is in existence on paper for last 15 years. And my colleague I know from he was working on it. वो बेचारा he died last year, Dr. Krishnan. And अभी तक वो integrated disease surveillance program का लिए data नहीं है हमारे पास compare करने के लिए. So without that, how we can plan public health without data? It is like going to a sea without a compass.
Going to sea without a compass, that's a big statement. And as a senior community medicine and epidemiologist, don't you think all these two waves, which I don't agree, this wave kills this age group, that age group, this is nonsense. But anyhow, for the headlines, for the headliners, those who doesn't understand science, common sense and logic, don't you think the children or young were part of the same family when the elders were infected? Don't you think they were part of the same family who were, in a colloquial language, in touch with those who got infected? When they were traced, tested and quarantined, don't you think all these unfortunate children or youngsters have already gathered herd immunity and there is no need for a vaccination or anything of that sort?
I agree with you. I agree. I forget about children. I also mixed with people throughout. I also got. I didn't know when I got. I have got high antibody. I was interacting with medical students, interns, and other things. It's not humanly possible, particularly in a highly dense country like India. Our families are crowded. Our marketplaces are crowded. 6 feet. कहाँ देखोगे आप scale लेके घूमो? मास्क का भी मैंने बताया कि मास्क का भी Bangladesh study. Nobody is talking about the Bangladesh study. They will talk of some studies done in hamsters ki isse wo under experiment condition. Nobody talks about that. So these are all things which will keep the fear in the public कि भाई अभी तो बहुत बड़ा महामारी चल रहा है. But data देखो ना. Let's look at the data. Bangladesh study is in the public domain. Bangladesh mask study. Cloth mask does not make any difference. Over 1 lakh population they have done. There was a Danish mask study. It did not make any difference. So mask does not prevent transmission, particularly in crowded homes and in crowded slums, crowded tenements, majority of our population. Or we are dependent, shopkeepers and other things, we are dependent. So these things which I have said earlier also, this masking and this social distancing, this lockdown, there is no evidence for that. Whatever evidence is available, it shows that these things do not work. Like had lockdown been effective, हमारे 70% पॉपुलेशन सीरो पॉजिटिव नहीं हो जाते. इतना तगड़ा लॉकडाउन, इंडिया हैड द मोस्ट स्ट्रिक्टेस्ट लॉकडाउन. So the very fact that so many people got infection means the lockdown do not work, the masks do not work to that extent. I mean it may have a modest effect. अभी सभी कुछ करोगे तो किसी का तो इफेक्ट होगा. वैक्सीन भी लोगे, मास्क भी लोगे, डिस्टेंस भी रहोगे तो कब तक चलेगा ये? अभी आप कहते हैं वैक्सीन के बाद भी करो तो where is that? I mean whether this, you are not confident on any damn thing. You are not confident on vaccine. You are not confident on mask. You are not confident. And this social distancing and other things, this was based on computer simulation model done by a 15-year high school student. वो कोई साइंटिस्ट, अमेरिकन साइंटिस्ट की बेटी थी. उसने कोई स्कूल प्रोजेक्ट किया था कि अगर स्कूल बंद कर देंगे, फिजिकल डिस्टेंसिंग करेंगे, ट्रांसमिट. That was based on computer model. Computer models the people as inert units, but people are not computer units. People are social beings, social epidemiology. They can't stay. They will wither away if you keep people. If they can't, they can't. I have not been separate. I can say in publicly, I have never maintained social distance. I have मास्क पहनता हूँ. पुलिस को 2 बार फाइन भी दे चुका हूँ. पुलिस को ये भी बोला हूँ कि यार मास्क तो कैसे वायरस लगेगा, मुंह से निकल जाता मास्क से तो वायरस कैसे उससे भी छोटा होता है. बट आई हैव पेड फाइन सो आई वेयर द मास्क आउटडोर. बट आउटडोर देयर इज नो पॉइंट इन वेयरिंग द मास्क. ट्रांसमिशन कम्स इंडोर्स. और लॉकडाउन करते हो तो ट्रांसमिशन बढ़ जाता है बिकॉज आउटडोर लोग नहीं निकलते. अभी भी जो कॉलर ट्यून होता है कहता है कि बाहर नहीं निकलिए. अरे यार बाहर नहीं निकलेंगे. इंडियन होम्स आर मोर क्राउडेड. बाहर निकलने से हम बच भी सकते हैं ट्रांसमिशन से. ओपन एयर में ट्रांसमिशन नहीं होता है. आई मीन इट इज अगेन एंटी साइंस. तो कॉलर ट्यून भी एंटी साइंस है. तो बाहर नहीं निकलिए. अरे यार अभी हमारा विटामिन डी लेवल बहुत कम आया. मैं घबरा गया है. कभी बाहर नहीं निकलते मेरा विटामिन डी से मर जाऊंगा. उससे इम्यूनिटी कम हो जाता है ना. कल से मेरे को सप्लीमेंट लेना है विटामिन डी. अब कभी नहीं हुआ मेरा का विटामिन डी. ये बाहर नहीं निकले के चक्कर में मेरा विटामिन डी हो गया. तो नॉट ओनली मी, सो मेनी पीपल माइट हैव बीन अफेक्टेड. देयर इम्यूनिटी माइट हैव गॉन डाउन. So many causes are there. We are not investigating.
So many causes are there. We are not investigating. As an epidemiologist, don't you think all by this time would have got herd immunity? And it's shame they still continue collar tune, threatening and making that fear psychosis. When such is the case, elections are being held, mass gatherings are being held. Even a foreign dignitary for the first time from Denmark visited our Honorable Prime Minister. It is paradox. Honorable Prime Minister doesn't wear any masks when he meets the foreigners, but he comes on the show wearing a mask and he advises the media. How does all these things?
I am happy he doesn't wear a mask. I admire him for that. Because I believe in that. The mask does not protect. So I am happy that way. वो भी पुलिस से डरता होगा फाइन लेते.
नहीं, when he comes on to the show, he wears mask and he addresses. when he is meeting dignitaries, when he is with someone, he doesn't wear a mask. What is the message he is going to send to the people?
अब पता नहीं, उनके ऑफिस से ही पूछो अभी मेरे को।
No, as an
You have to
epidemiologist,
ask his-
as a community medicine
I
specialist,
think the Bangladesh study has shown, he must have read the Bangladesh study में पता है कि कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है, फिर भी लोग anyone talking against mask is as if you have something sacred, कोई sacred god का कोई चीज को आपने ये कर दिया, तो कोई बात ही नहीं कर। I have seen scientists who refuse to talk about mask, कोई बोलता है ऑर्डर है पहनना है, अरे मेरा ऑर्डर मतलब आप तो साइंटिस्ट हो यार, बोला नहीं ऑर्डर है। तो अभी ऐसा चल रहा है, अभी ऑर्डर चल रहा है, साइंस इज टेकन अ बैक सीट। DMJ एडिटोरियल भी बता रहा है कि when science takes a back seat, people die, and that is what is happening. I mean, it's unfortunate. I mean, it's not a joke. It's a very serious thing. It's a very serious thing.
it's a very serious thing. When science take back seat, people die. हिंदी में भी बताने की कोशिश करता हूँ, जब वैज्ञानिक सिद्धांत और बात पीछे होती है तब लोग मरते हैं। आप ही सोचिए, ये कौन कर रहा है ये डिसीजंस? लॉकडाउन, मास्क, वैक्सीन, अभी बच्चों के लिए 2 साल से 18 साल, आप उठ के पूछना उनको ये कौन लोग हैं, इनको जिम्मेदार कराना बहुत ज़रूरी है। क्योंकि जब लोग डेंगू से मरते हैं, खुद अहमदाबाद में हम हेडलाइंस बताए, ऑनरेबल प्राइम मिनिस्टर ऑफ इंडिया तो बताना ही चाहिए, इतने लोग वहाँ पर इफेक्ट हो रहे हैं, मर रहे हैं लोग डेंगू से। डेंगू, मलेरिया, इसका कोई स्टैटिस्टिक्स नहीं है, केवल कोविड का है। कोविड से बिना चिकित्सा 99.99% आप बच सकते हैं, लेकिन चिकित्सा के बाद डेंगू हो, मलेरिया हो, एन्केफेलाइटिस हो, ट्यूबरकुलोसिस हो, चिकित्सा के बाद भी ये सारे जो भी मैं बात कही है, डेंगू, टीबी, टाइफाइड, मलेरिया, इससे ज़्यादा लोग चिकित्सा के बाद भी मर रहे। इनके खिलाफ क्यों भारत सरकार या राष्ट्र सरकार चुप है? इनको क्यों नहीं बताता है? अगर आपको कोई फीवर आया, या क्या बोलते हैं फीवर को सब, आपको कोई बीमारी, आपकी बॉडी टेम्परेचर बढ़ गया, क्या बोलते हैं सब फीवर को? आप एक सही शब्द बताइए हिंदी में।
ज्वर, फीवर समझते हैं, आई थिंक फीवर हिंदी में समझते हैं, बुखार।
आपका शरीर जब गर्म होता है, फीवर आता है आपको, इसके मूल कारण केवल कोविड बताया जा रहा है। और कोविड बिना चिकित्सा के, विदाउट ट्रीटमेंट भी 99.9% हम बच सकते हैं। लेकिन यही फीवर मलेरिया में आ सकता है, टाइफाइड में आ सकता है, डेंगू में, अब बहुत हर जगह मच्छर ही मच्छर, और हर जगह फ्लाइज को क्या बोलते हैं सब? मक्खी इतने ज़्यादा है। मच्छर मक्खी से डेंगू, मलेरिया, टाइफाइड, डायरिया, ये सब इससे और एन्केफेलाइटिस, इससे सारे इतने भयानक डिजीजेस से हम लोग चिकित्सा के बाद भी मर रहे हैं। लेकिन केंद्र राष्ट्र सरकार इसके खिलाफ बात नहीं करता। और ये भी बता दूं आपको जानकारी, अमेरिका और यूरोप में मच्छर नहीं है, मक्खी नहीं है, ये लोग वहाँ लोगों को टाइफाइड, मलेरिया, एन्केफेलाइटिस और वहाँ पर ट्यूबरकुलोसिस भी नहीं है उनके पास ज़्यादा। लेकिन वो लोग जो कोविड का और फ्लू का जो तमाशा कर रहे हैं, ये अपने लोग क्यों अपना रहे हैं? आप यही पूछना चाहिए। जब थोड़ा RT-PCR, वो क्या टेस्ट है आपको मालूम होगा, उसका उत्तर आज तक नहीं दे रहा दुनिया में। थोड़ा पॉजिटिव आने से मलेरिया, डेंगू, टाइफाइड, उसका कोई छानबीन नहीं कर रहे वो लोग। लेकिन लोग मर रहे हैं इसके लिए। मच्छर और मक्खी, याद रखिए आप, दोपहर में तो दिन में जो बांटती है मच्छर, उससे डेंगू हो रहा है। डेंगू से कितने लोग मर रहे हैं? तेलंगाना में हो, आंध्र प्रदेश, साउथ इंडिया, नॉर्थ इंडिया, उत्तर, दक्षिण, पश्चिम, पूर्व, हर जगह इसकी बड़े दो, इससे हमारे यंग जनरेशन, नौजवान मर रहे हैं इसके। लेकिन कोविड से इससे कोई नहीं मर रहा। इसीलिए हम डाटा पूछ रहे हैं, आप कहाँ है डाटा बताइए। और कोवैक्सीन का 2 साल से 18 साल जब WHO ने मना किया उसको बाहर देने के लिए, यहाँ पर किस तरह हमारे ऊपर दमाया जा रहा, डाटा कहाँ है? इसीलिए आप जानकार हो, आप सोचिए, जब वैज्ञानिक सोच पीछे जाती है लोग मरते हैं, ये तमाशा चल रहा है। इसीलिए आप जागो। जब हमारे गौरव प्रधानमंत्री जी बाहर से जो भी अतिथि आते हैं, आजकल कोई डेनमार्क से है, वहाँ पर मास्क तो वो नहीं पहने, लेकिन जब वो हमारे को एड्रेस करते हैं मास्क पहन रहे। और साहब जी ने क्लियरली बताया, अमित यावनी जी, बांग्लादेश स्टडीज़ क्या हुआ, मास्क या नो मास्क, ज़्यादा फ़र्क करने वाला नहीं है। तो इस तरह की चीज़ काफ़ी है। हम यही बताएं कि कोविड से ज़्यादा कितने सारे हमारे इतने डिजीज़ से हमारे नौजवान मर रहे हैं, इसके खिलाफ आवाज़ क्यों नहीं उठाती? ICMR हो या कोई दूसरी वैज्ञानिक राष्ट्र या केंद्र की संस्था क्यों बात नहीं कर रहे हैं? ये लोग ऊपर से वहाँ से पैसे लेते, पूरब और पश्चिम से, वहाँ पर इस तरह की मच्छर और मक्खी के कोई डिजीज़ वहाँ नहीं है। उनके जो भी वहाँ पर दूसरे चिकित्सा हो रही है, वो चिकित्सा के लिए हमको एक आधार के तौर पर, एक साइंस के तौर पर, हमारे को एक ट्रायल के तौर पर, मैं ऐसे शब्द नहीं उठाना, लेकिन ट्रायल के तौर पर हमारे को ऐसे मेडिसिन हमारे ऊपर थमाया जा रहा है क्या? आप सोचिए, जाग उठिए, आप प्रश्न करना सोचिए, क्योंकि हम अपने आप एक संविधान है, ये भारत देश का गणतंत्र देश है, हम उसमें हमारे संविधान हमारे आपको समर्पित किया है। We have submitted the constitution to ourselves. It's a republic India. Every citizen is a constitution by himself. Every government, state to central governments, they run on the taxes paid by the people. Unfortunately, in democracy, political parties represent. No other political party, see Congress, it is challenging. How many doses you have given? How many doses you have given? And no other political party speaks of the dangers of dengue, malaria, tuberculosis. This is nothing but a bane of the democracy. कोई दूसरी पार्टी इसके बारे में बातचीत नहीं करता। डेंगू हो, ट्यूबरक्लोसिस हो, मलेरिया हो, वो लोग केंद्र सरकार की आप कितने वैक्सीन करें इसकी मजाक उठाते। सो ये सब मिलजुल के हमारे स्वास्थ्य के ऊपर इस तरह की वार कर रहे हैं, हम जाग उठना है। अदरवाइज बिना डिजीज़ के कोई आप ज़रूरत ही नहीं है, लेकिन निवारण के नाम पे, चिकित्सा के नाम पे हमारे शरीर पर दुष्प्रयोग हुआ, हम बच नहीं सकते और हमारे बच्चे बच नहीं सकते। आप सोचिए, दिमाग लगाइए। Treatment or prevention should not be more harmful or dangerous than the disease itself. If you allow such type of things, you will become a victim, you will become incapacitated, you may die, and our own younger generations may do have, because we all say, as pointed out by Dr. Amitabh Banerjee, where is the data? From July there is no data of dengue. Mysterious. And that is a killing disease. The killer of today, out of 27,000, that is why we have been demanding, we have written to Honorable President, Honorable Prime Minister, Honorable Chief Justice of India, to all state chief ministers, including ICMR, DCGI, where is the data? Statistics bataiye. They are silent and they are imposing day after day. So जाग उठिए, इलेक्शन आफ्टर इलेक्शन इतने बड़े बड़े पैमाने पर लोग मिलते हैं लेकिन कुछ नहीं होता, और ये हमारी सहज रोग निरोधक शक्ति जो है हमारी रक्षा है। द नेचुरल इम्यूनिटी, द विच वी हैव ऑलरेडी गॉट थ्रू हर्ड इम्यूनिटी इज आवर सोल गारंटी. सो ट्रस्ट इट, ट्रस्ट इट. पासिंग कमेंट डॉक्टर साहब बिफोर वी वाइंड अप.
Passing comment वही है, because we require a balanced public health. We require to regain the public health priorities. We require public health economics. Economics बोलता है कि जो ज़्यादा major problems है उसमें resources डिप्लॉय करना चाहिए, उसके लिए पैसा खर्चा करना चाहिए. ये तो कॉमन, घर में भी हम जो चीज़ ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है उसको पहले खरीदते हैं, जो चीज़ ज़रूरी नहीं है उसको नहीं खरीदते हैं. तो अभी उसका हम कैसे ये करते हैं? बाय द डेटा, जो भाई ये हमको कितना वैल्यू देगा. अभी इसका जो कोविड का डेटा तो अच्छी तरह आपको मालूम है कि पर्टिकुलरली अभी यंग चिल्ड्रन की बात हो रही है. अप टू 50 ईयर्स भी 99.98 सर्वाइवल है, बच्चों में तो 99.99 है. जो डेटा है वो भी वेस्टर्न डेटा है. वेस्टर्न के बच्चे हमसे ज़्यादा ओबीज है, हमारे बच्चे में उससे भी कम रिस्क हो सकता है. वी शुड हैव अवर ओन डेटा. 130 करोड़ पॉपुलेशन में डेटा नहीं है, मीन्स वी आर नॉट डूइंग होमवर्क. सो वी रिक्वायर गुड डेटा. कोविड का तो बहुत डेटा हो गया, उस पर डेटा की जरूरी नहीं है. इतना डेटा बता दें कि कितने बच्चे डेथ हुए और कैसे डेथ हुए, तो वो डेटा हमको चाहिए. और बाकी डिजीज का डेटा हमको चाहिए. वी शुड आस्क, आरटीआई में भी हम पूछ सकते हैं कि भाई डेंगू से कितने डेथ हुए इन द कॉरेस्पेंडिंग टाइम ऑफ द पैंडेमिक, मलेरिया से कितने हुए, टाइफाइड से कितने. अगर नहीं है मीन्स यू आर नॉट डूइंग योर होमवर्क, यू आर नॉट डूइंग योर पब्लिक हेल्थ प्रिंसिपल्स की. जिसमें ज़्यादा डेथ हो रहे हैं उसमें हमको रिसोर्सेज डिप्लॉय करने चाहिए. और अगर कोविड के डेथ एल्डरली में हो रहे हैं तो एल्डरली को वैक्सीन दो, कोविड को वैक्सीन दो. पूरा मास वैक्सीनेशन अभी आप 2 ईयर से स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं। आज तक कौन सा वैक्सीन आपने 2 ईयर से स्टार्ट किया है? टाइफाइड स्टार्ट किया 2 ईयर से, 1 ईयर से 2 ईयर से टाइफाइड किलिंग मोर चिल्ड्रन देन कोविड। टाइफाइड का डेटा मांगिए आप, कितना है बच्चों में। डेफिनेटली देयर आर मेनी टाइम्स टाइफाइड मेनली किल्स यंग चिल्ड्रन, स्कूल गोइंग चिल्ड्रन, अनडायग्नोज्ड। डेटा ही नहीं है तो आपके पास बता भी नहीं सकते, आप इसका आंसर भी दे सकते। तो उसका वैक्सीन है, वी हैव गॉट वैक्सीन फॉर टाइफाइड व्हिच इज मच मोर इफेक्टिव देन कोविड वैक्सीन। Typhoid vaccine is much more effective, but we are not vaccinating against typhoid. So we are not following, neither we are following science, neither we are following common sense. So we should try to regain that, and that can only come when people become aware. Because politicians के पास भी इतना autonomy नहीं है, Dr. Reddy. Actually, we can't blame the politicians because they are also here. बिल्कुल जाल में फंसे हुए हैं, because they will lose the election if they don't give vaccine, because people think their vaccine is very essential. ऐसा एक साइक बना दिया है global. I mean, it is not the problem of the Indian government. The global, if you see all countries, और country तो फिर भी अच्छा है कि हम और डॉक्टर रेड्डी बात कर रहे हैं। ऑस्ट्रेलिया में हम ऐसे बात करते तो दोनों जेल में बैठ के चने खाते। तो because बाकी जगह so called democracies have failed. ऑस्ट्रेलिया, न्यूजीलैंड, ऐसे आप बात नहीं कर सकते। तो दैट वे और डेमोक्रेसी इज वेरी वाइब्रेंट। आई एम वेरी हैप्पी दैट अमंग ऑल द डेमोक्रेसीज, अमेरिका में भी इससे ज़्यादा ये हो रहा है, हम बात बोल सकते हैं, हम बाहर जा सकते हैं। तो उससे हम अभी अवेयरनेस चाहिए। व्हाट वी रिक्वायर इज पब्लिक, बिकॉज पब्लिक अवेयरनेस होगा तो पॉलिटिशियंस विल शिफ्ट टुवर्ड्स द पब्लिक, व्हाट द पब्लिक वांट्स। पॉलिटिशियन का खुद का कोई नहीं रहता है, साइंटिस्ट भी पॉलिटिशियन हो जाते हैं जो ऊपर तक जाते हैं, वो भी अपना कैरियर देखते हैं पॉलिटिशियन। तो उनको हम ब्लेम नहीं कर सकते, उनका रोजी रोटी है कि जो व्हाट इज द पब्लिक वांट्स। तो अभी जो ग्लोबल जो एक मीडिया एंड द सोशल मार्केटिंग मीडिया ऐसे हुआ है कि all the public all over the world and they want the vaccine. So if the politician doesn't give them the vaccine, the scientists they will lose the vote, and if they lose the vote, scientist will lose his job. तो politician आपके ऊपर डिपेंड है, masses के ऊपर। मास अगर समझ जाएगा तो ये हमको नहीं चाहिए, it is questionable, efficacy is not guaranteed, benefit is not guaranteed, this data is there. Once more and more people understand it, immediately the politicians will change the. So it is depend now people, that is what is democracy, and luckily we are a better democracy than Australia, even Canada. We last Saturday को Canada हमारे delegated panel में मैं था, वहाँ भी बहुत condition खराब है democracy का। I mean democracy खराब है तो फिर ये सब, तो we have to first protect our democracy, अपने आप ये सब sort out हो जाए।
या बस आपको ये भी बात दिला दूं कि कनाडा में हो या ऑस्ट्रेलिया में बड़ी तरह से वहाँ पर भी प्रदर्शन हो रहे हैं। I am bringing it to your notice. There are big protests. We have already shown you what is happening across the globe. Now people have arisen. They are coming out. They are questioning why do we need vaccine? Why do we need vaccine? They have already started for a disease which the survival rate without treatment, leave out prevention in the name of untested, under-trial vaccines. Without treatment, if it is 99.99% in the younger groups and 99.76 or 78 in those also pre-morbidity or comorbidity groups, then why the hell you should need? Even Australian people have come out on the streets in spite of all that. Everywhere world is protesting, and now at least India will listen, understand. As you rightly said, India should invest on the diseases which are more prevalent, which are killing people, like dengue, malaria, typhoid, tuberculosis, and accidents, and encephalitis, and mysterious fevers. We should invest more on this, bring down COVID tests. Now enough of this nonsense. So kindly bring it down. We are trying to make you to understand that let us speak science, let us speak common sense, let us speak logic, and let us not frighten or threaten anyone. Let us see that every citizen is well informed. Let him be well informed. After he gets informed, without any fear psychosis, without imposition, without enticements, लालूची भी नहीं चाहना चाहिए मीडिया और other platforms. Then you give clear data, correct समाचार दीजिए. Then let the honorable citizen, let him decide. हमारे जो नागरिक है, जो संविधान हम कहते हैं, हर एक नागरिक के एक संविधान है, वो अपने आप को पूरा समाचार देने के बाद उनको सोचने दीजिए। वो वैक्सीन ये कंपनी लेता है, वो कंपनी लेता है, आनंद या कोरोना मेडिसिन लेता है, कादरवल्ली का थेरेपी लेता है, नेचुरोपैथी लेता है, या कुछ नहीं लेता भी है, उसको छोड़ दीजिए, उसके ऊपर छोड़ दीजिए। लेकिन आप गवर्नमेंट जो है, सरकार जो है, जो टैक्सेस पब्लिक पे करता है, वो पब्लिक के टैक्सेस द्वारा आप वैक्सीनेशन, इमरजेंसी यूज़ ऑथराइजेशन और लायबिलिटी नहीं है, कंपेंसेशन नहीं है, आप क्यों दमा रहे? हमारा प्रश्न यही है। आप ऐसे ही इसमें आनंद आयुर्वेदा कोरोना मेडिसिन भी लाइए इमरजेंसी यूज ऑथराइजेशन में, नेचुरोपैथी लाइए, नाइस थेरेपी लाइए, कादर मिलेट थेरेपी लाइए, और लोगों की सोच भी लाइए। उनकी मर्जी हम छोड़ देते हैं। वॉलंटरी बोल के बोलिए। एक से अगर वॉलंटरी बोल रहे, एक तरफ इस तरह के पैसे हमारे ऊपर ये वैक्सीन के द्वारा आप हमारे को एक भय के वातावरण में, एक चिकित्सा का माहौल को, एक स्वास्थ्य का माहौल को भय के माहौल में लाके आप इस तरह भयानक सिचुएशन, और एक बॉडी कहता है कि थर्ड वेव, ये करिए वो करिए। उनको सवाल कर रहा हूँ मैं ये शो से, क्योंकि अमिताभ बनर्जी भी, आप डाटा बताइए। आप कोई पूर्व यह है क्या? आप ज्ञान है क्या? बताइए किस तरह का। और वो भी पूछे हम पीक टाइम में रियल कोरोना से कितने लोग मर गए? ऑटोप्सी रिपोर्ट है क्या? कौन से टेस्ट से आप क्या दवाएं दिए उनको? दवाई से भी मर सकते हैं ना, भय से भी वो मर सकता है। बीच में म्यूकर माइकोसिस लाए, वो एकदम खत्म हो गया, आजकल कहीं नहीं दिखाई दे रहा। इसीलिए आप कंफ्यूज मत कीजिए, डाटा लाइए आप, हम डिस्कस करेंगे। हम आमंत्रित करते हैं हर किसी को, क्योंकि ये हम प्रजा हित में कर रहे हैं। वी आर डूइंग दिस शो इन लार्जर पब्लिक इंटरेस्ट, वी हैव नो वेस्टेड इंटरेस्ट। इफ इट इज साइंस, इफ इट इज कॉमन सेंस, इफ इट इज लॉजिक, इफ इट इज गोइंग टू सेव लाइफ without any complication, any treatment or prevention should not be more harmful and dangerous than the original disease itself. We will employ all that and we will discuss it daily, whichever pati it is. We don't mind, because for us, citizens' life, peaceful life, without fear, he should be able to decide on his health. That is his fundamental right, and we stand for it. Thank you, Dr. Banerjee. Once again,
Thank you, Dr. Reddy.
Wonderful, wonderful. We have made statistics, everything clear. Now I only hope every citizen will become well informed. They will take a decision. Right to life, right to health is his own prerogative, is his own priority, because it is his own body. The body, whether what it wants, has to be decided by this mind. So decide. We will come back to you with another series with Dr. Amitabh Banerjee shortly. Once again, thank you. And for
लास्ट पॉइंट एक मैं डॉक्टर साहब एक आखिरी बोलना चाहता हूँ।
बोलिए सर।
एक्चुअली ये मेरा पॉइंट नहीं है। आखिरी हमने इंटरनेशनल पैनल में जो डॉक्टर कॉफमैन ने बोला था लास्ट में, तो वे आउट ऑफ दिस इज TEAT, चाय। D से ट्रूथ, E से एम्पावरमेंट, पब्लिक एम्पावरमेंट, A से अकाउंटेबिलिटी। ये तीनों चीज इसमें नहीं है। ट्रूथ नहीं है, एम्पावरमेंट नहीं है, हम लोगों को स्कूल के बच्चे ऐसा चीट कर रहे हैं, और अकाउंटेबिलिटी नहीं है। जो हमको वैक्सीन दे रहे हैं उनका कोई अकाउंटेबिलिटी नहीं है। ये तीन चीज होने से ही थिंग्स विल नॉर्मलाइज।
वंडरफुल। चाय याद करिए, चाय, टी, बहुत अच्छी जानकारी बात करिए। टी के बाद में ट्रूथ, ट्रूथ, ट्रूथ माने सच्चाई। टी,
एम्पावरमेंट,
टी से ट्रूथ, सच्चाई। ई से एम्पावरमेंट, आपको जानकारी हो, एम्पावरमेंट ऑफ पब्लिक। आपको जैसे स्कूल के बच्चे के जैसा वहाँ से डंडा पकड़ के लाइव शो में आके आप ये करो वो करो, क्या हम नागरिक दिमाग नहीं है क्या हमको? इसीलिए एम्पावरमेंट ऑफ पब्लिक, पब्लिक को, जनता को जानकारी होनी चाहिए, वो जानकारी नहीं दी जा रही है। और टी में और एक लास्ट अंतिम अक्षर ए, अकाउंटेबिलिटी। कौन जिम्मेदार है? ये वैक्सीन वो वैक्सीन, जिम्मेदार कौन है? अब समझ गए ना टी की मतलब?
कोई साइड इफेक्ट हुआ तो
कल के दिन कुछ हुआ आपको या हमको, कौन जिम्मेदार होगा? इसीलिए टी का मतलब ट्रूथ, सच्चाई, और ई का एम्पावरमेंट ऑफ सिटीजन्स, जानकारी चाहिए होनी चाहिए जनता को। कोई स्कूल के बच्चे से जैसा डंडा लेके टीवी में आके ये करो वो करो, आप क्या बोलते अपने भाषा में, इसकी ऐसी की तैसी। सो आपको जानकारी हो। और ए क्या बोलेंगे आप? अकाउंटेबिलिटी, जिम्मेदार कौन है, सच्चाई कहाँ पर है, जनता को जानकारी कहाँ है और कौन जिम्मेदार है। टी, ट्रूथ, एम्पावरमेंट ऑफ पीपल एंड अकाउंटेबिलिटी। क्या सर?
जागरण, जागरण, जागरण।
इसीलिए हम बोलते हैं चाय से, टी से जागरण हो, जागरूक हो। ट्रूथ, एम्पावरमेंट ऑफ सिटीजन्स, अकाउंटेबिलिटी, सच्चाई, जानकारी हो जनता को, और कौन जिम्मेदार है ये भी बताना चाहिए। इसीलिए जागरण, जागरूक हो जाइए, उठिए। इसीलिए और एक बात हम अच्छी शब्द कहिए, चाय, चाय याद रखिए, टी याद रखिए। कोई भी आपको कुछ सवाल करे टी के मतलब उनको बताना ही पड़ेगा आम नागरिक को, क्योंकि आम आदमी का जो पैसा है उसी से केंद्र और राष्ट्र सरकार चलता है, और ये भी प्रजा हित में होने चाहिए, हमारे हित में होने चाहिए। वरना चाय टी का प्रश्न कीजिए। ये आज दूसरे अंश हम कल और एक अंश आ रहे हैं आपके सामने, और डॉक्टर अमिताभ बनर्जी के साथ में और एक अच्छे ऐसे ही मुद्दे जो जानकार हो, इस तरह ऐसे मुद्दे लेके हम आगे आएंगे। तो भारत में जितने भी लोग हैं इन सभी को सुख निद्रा, शुभ रात्रि और सुख निद्रा। देश विदेश में हमारे भाई बहन जो भी है उनको गुड मॉर्निंग, गुड आफ्टरनून एंड गुड इवनिंग। टेक केयर डॉक्टर साहब, सी यू सून। And not only that, you will have a retelecast of this show tomorrow on Citizens Dr. TSPR channel, 11 a.m. 14th. Tomorrow is 13th 11 a.m. on Citizens Dr. TSPR channel. You will have retelecast of this. Again, my earnest request to all of you to support Dr. TSPR channel, Citizens Dr. TSPR channel, Environment People Dr. TSPR channel. With your support only, we will go ahead. Do it transparently, whether we need equipment, whether we need cash. You have to donate. We have already, through the trailer, we have already made our account details also clear. There is some change in IFSC code, which also we will try to alter it after 2 days. But do support kindly. Thank you. Thank you, sir.